In the late summer of 1987, a big thunderstorm made its way up the Sierra Nevada range and into the North State. Along the way, the dry lightning lit a handful of fires until 2 days before Labor Day. When it got to the Klamath National Forest, it really let loose. George Harper was the district ranger for Happy Camp District. He remembers how it all started.
I was doing some work around home because our lightning storm started later in the afternoon. And I'm thinking, boy, that looks like a really big black cloud, and I could hear thunder and so on. And I didn't necessarily run down to the office, but I thought, maybe I better, this looks pretty fearsome. So probably around 5 o'clock or so on, I went down to the office, and we were already involved with suppression on probably 8 or 10 fires, and reports of new fires were just coming in, by the minute. By dark, we knew we were in deep trouble.
And the trouble didn't stop. Within 24 hours, hundreds of fires spread throughout the tinder-dry fuel that had seen 3 years of drought. Then District Manager for the Salmon District, Mike Lee, recalls that many of his crews were already working blazes in Stanislaus and Plumas.
A number of our firefighting resources were gone, fighting the fires at the other places when these dry lightning storms started pounding up through the north coast. And so it all hit at the same time, made it very difficult to get resources when we needed them once the storms hit.
Because of lack of personnel, the decision was made to just let many of the fires burn on unattended until reinforcement came. George Harper.
It was pretty scary and intimidating. It seemed like Mother Nature was in control, and we were just trying to stay out of the way.
Tomorrow we look at some of the unique features of the North State fires of 1987 that hampered suppression and allowed the fires to burn on for months. For North State Public Radio News, I'm Brad Brown in Chico.